Avengers Doomsday news. Apparently, Deadpool is going to have an important role in Avengers Doomsday. Now, this is an old video, but I need a video idea, so Spy Cosmic Wonder, make sure you subscribe to him. Let's get it. Deadpool's one of my favourite MCU, apparently now, MCU characters. So yeah.
Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars is confirmed, and we can assume Wolverine is coming with him as well. We know Loki is going to have a multiversal team of heroes trying to save the entire multiverse, and it looks like Deadpool is going to be on that team. But there's a really big reason why Deadpool is going to be a part of that team. Deadpool is going to have an incredibly important role to play in Avengers Doomsday, and it's going to be more important than a lot of people think. But if you look back on what happened in Deadpool and Wolverine, it makes a ton of sense. Now, if you think back to Deadpool and Wolverine, you'll realize that Deadpool traveled the multiverse, and he actually did this before he ran into the TVA. He went to the 616 universe to audition for the Avengers. Now, ultimately, we know what happened. He got denied, but his moment with the Avengers is coming. According to a lot of recent reports, Deadpool is returning, and according to the Insider Cryptic HD Quality, in Doomsday, he'll originally be part of his own team, but eventually will go on to be a part of a bigger super team, which we're assuming is just all of the heroes that are going to be going up against Doom. And there's a very key role, an extremely important role that he has to play with the Avengers and with the Fantastic Four. And it has everything to do with his knowledge on the multiverse. Think about it. Deadpool learned a ton about everything that's going to be happening in Doomsday. He learned how to multiverse travel on his own without a TVA device, but then he learned it with a TVA device. He learned what the TVA was, and even though he ran into some bad members of the TVA, he also ran into the good ones like B-15, who actually ended up saving some of his friends at the end. Some of his friends who were in the Void, and that's another big thing that he knows about. He also knows about anchor beams, and if you think about it, he actually knows a lot more, at least currently, than Doctor Strange knows about the multiverse. Now, Doctor Strange is going to be learning more with Clea, probably in the beginning of Avengers Doomsday or throughout the events of it. Maybe even a Doctor Strange 3 if Marvel throws a curveball at us and gives us a nice surprise, but I wouldn't count on that. So right now, Deadpool is actually a necessity to the Avengers and the Fantastic Four because he knows more about the multiverse than everybody. Now, we've heard some plot details about how the incursions are going to begin and how the Avengers of our Earth 616 learn about the incursions that are about to take place. According to some plot details, Shuri is actually the one who detects what is happening. And this makes sense. If you think about where the most advanced technology in the entire world is at, it's in Wakanda. And it would make perfect sense that Wakanda would be monitoring the Earth, including space. And not to mention, the post-credit scene for the Thunderbolts told us that there was indeed a space crisis. So Shuri, who is our current Black Panther, and Wakanda just in general, are most definitely monitoring what is happening in space. And in doing so, they'll probably pick up on the fact that a tear in reality is kind of starting to happen, and that is the incursion. And from here, everybody starts to kind of come together. Shuri gathers everybody, all of the Avengers, the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four we know enter our universe, and Shuri most likely picks up on them, and all of the teams on Earth 616 most likely go to check out this multiversal ship that has just arrived at their planet. From there, they'll learn about Doom, but there's a piece missing still, a piece that Deadpool is going to provide, and that is his knowledge of the existence of the TVA. That's a big important role that Deadpool has to explain. However, he is missing one piece, and that comes in the form of another character, which we'll talk about in just a bit. So everybody on Earth basically learns about an incursion, but as far as they're concerned, that's kind of the only thing they know. Another Earth is gonna collide with their Earth. That's probably the extent of their knowledge. Sure, there's theories out there about the multiverse. Bruce Banner and Shuri probably know about theories of the multiverse, but the only people who have really come in contact with the multiverse are Doctor Strange, Wong, and America Chavez. However, Wong and America Chavez did not learn about the incursions and really didn't learn about the multiverse too much. Deadpool, however, spent lots of time traveling the multiverse, and he ran into a lot of different variants. And this is where Deadpool has to explain to the Avengers Avengers, once he comes in contact with them, how everything works. Now, we're not 100% sure how Deadpool actually ends up with the new Avengers team, but it's been said that Loki and the TVA and Sylvie are going to become aware of what Doctor Doom is doing, and they'll form their own team. Loki can't exactly leave because he's kind of holding everything together right now, so that's why the team is necessary. And since Deadpool and Wolverine have already saved the multiverse before in Deadpool and Wolverine, and the TVA are well aware of what they did, they thanked them for it and even did them a favor by bringing back X-23, Gambit, Blade, and Elektra. When it comes down to a team to save the multiverse, they're probably gonna go back to Deadpool and Wolverine and send them to Earth 616. In fact, this might have always been what Deadpool was destined for. Remember the scene in Deadpool and Wolverine where Paradox said that his higher-ups wanted him in the sacred timeline? And Paradox specifically told him that the higher-ups wanted him there for reasons that he didn't even know. Perhaps the higher-ups are Loki and Sylvie giving commands trying to get Deadpool to the main 616 universe because he needs to help them. Just his ability to break the fourth wall in general would be a huge benefit to the Avengers because then he could tell them basically everything that's happening. Now, they're not going to do that. That's a pretty cheap way to do it. And luckily for us, the Fantastic Four will arrive in the 616 universe. From there, they'll tell everybody else that Doctor Doom took their son. This will eventually lead our Avengers team to the X-Men universe, where Doctor Doom is most likely at, because we've seen leaked set photos of destroyed Sentinels, and we've been told by insiders that this is Doctor Doom attacking the X-Mansion with said Sentinels. We also know that Captain Marvel and the Avengers are going to realize that Monica Rambeau is on that universe, and that's how the Avengers team goes to the X-Men universe. And there they'll find out that Doom just attacked them. We're gonna have a pretty cool X-Men versus Avengers scene first, hopefully, fingers crossed, we've been told we will, because Doom, a multiversal character, just appeared there and attacked them, so when the Avengers show up, they'll most likely view them as a threat as well, until Monica says, hey, wait, those are my friends, everybody chill. So
Deadpool has got a lot of knowledge about the multiverse, so he will be, you know, their guide to Doctor Doom coming. And when he said about Doctor Doom taking his son, I don't know if he's fully taken her son, but I think they would have a battle before that, and then maybe when we saw in Thunderbolts the rocket, that was probably them warning everyone about Doom. But that's all we know right now. That's it, bro. We need a trailer before January, and then I'll just make everything better. That's it.